Okay.
You're at
Oh,
home, but let me
oh
just get
crap.
some data.
We're still
Yep,
in,
it's okay.
we are still in Africa. Just, like you say
Yeah,
you did travel a bit. Is it? I don't know where you travel to, but when I was away, then people hear South Africa and then they think, oh, Africa. Like which country?
yes.
So it's like to them, the Europeans, we just backwards. Did you also
We
experience
are
that?
apparently so. Apparently so, but we are kind of backwards if you look at Wi-Fi, so you can't really judge them.
Yeah. So cool. So I can hear you now, and everything is fine. So we're talking to a fellow Cape Town colored. I don't know if you mind if I talk like, because I don't follow social norms, but you were Cape colored and you wrote a book, and so that got me interested. And I'm a Cape colored, and I wrote a book, and I was just curious why you wrote a book, what you wrote, and how you write. It's like I don't know what's it. Just
Yeah.
my
No,
inquisity.
thank you. Thank you for reaching out to me, like as a Cape Colored yourself and me as well. Like I personally, I lived in Joburg and I was in a relationship with an Indian guy. And this guy, I don't know what the flip, but he didn't want me to associate with coloreds. And I don't know, it's like an Indian thing or something. I don't know if it's normal or what. And then so I do appreciate like having the camaraderie from the Cape Coloreds. Like a lot of Cape Coloreds are actually coming through at this point, like with my book. Like a lot of people are buying it, supporting it, and like even you as well, like I appreciate that. So it's like bringing yourself back to yourself as well. So I don't speak about that in my book, but it's definitely a part of me that I was like, you know what, questioning my identity because I do have some Indian heritage.
Okay.
But yeah, having a Cape Colored support you, I definitely see that and I appreciate that.
Because I was like I was born in Cape Town, but I've been away for a while. But so I wasn't sure if Ori, what surname is Ori? I knew some Oris when in the 70s, long ago. But
Yes.
like, but is it Indian or is it Cape Malay or what? I'm not even sure.
Yes. So like we there's a lot of RAs in Cape Town apparently, like a
Yes,
lot.
yes.
I meet a lot of RAs quite regularly now that I moved back to Cape Town. And we're not all related, but we're definitely colored and Cape Malay. So it's a mix of colored and Cape Malay, but I would definitely say that I am colored. With a tang of like Cape Malay.
Okay. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm also my brother did a DNA test, so just for interest sake, and my daughter, so to see, what I am. And funny enough, I know this is not a topic. I get distracted. You must remember, I have ADHD, just so you know. I think you know, and my mind goes all over, and I'm not always in a linear state of thought. Okay, so I just got distracted there with my thought. So like I have zero Afrikaans or Bushman in me. So all my ancestors were like from all over the East and Africa. I even have some Papuan, which is cannibals, and Jewish and Finnish and Nigerian and Kenyan, but zero. So I was made here in Cape Town as a slave, but I have no Afrikaans heritage, which to me is like a positive thing. I don't want to be part of those slave master people. So, so
Yeah, I
I
think even till today we're all still slaves. We're all still working
yes,
away,
and
and I
that
think that's why.
not all of us, not the Indians that came later. I know it might be a wrong thing to talk about, but the Indians that came later, maybe the Indian guy that you were married to is one of those what they call passenger Indians. I don't know if you know the difference. They,
You
sorry, I get distracted. You must stop me when I go carrying away.
no, you're breaking up.
Oh shit. Sorry. I'm trying not to swear. That's my new thing. I see you swear a lot. So I swear a lot. So I'm trying not to swear. Because I was thinking I'm trying to use like descriptive words instead of that words all the time because
Enough.
it's difficult. It kind of slows everything down. Anyway, wait, let's get back. I've distracted enough. So tell me, like, why did you write your book? And if it's possible,
It was
is sorry, I asked many questions at once. Okay, first the first question.
okay. So basically, it was mainly like a rant. Like I just got heart full, to be honest with you, of all this bullshit in this fucking world. Like, I was married. I was this perfect wife. Never swore. Never spoke out of line. Did everything according to the script, you know.
Which script?
And I was training. I'm a personal trainer, so I've worked with a lot
Yeah.
of clients over this years, this 11 years. Like I'm working with clients every day. And these clients come to me with real life situations, you know, and it's like all types of clients, all races, all ages. And then you like really dig deep and you like understand like what's going on beneath the surface, you know? And then like I was putting up this image that I'm perfect, that I'm okay, that everything is okay inside of me. But deep down something wasn't okay. Like I was trying to be this perfect, perfect, perfect person all the time, and then as I started writing, it's literally a rant and it's just something that just came out. And it's just like that frustration of, you know what, this world isn't, and I read a lot of books as well. Like I spent a lot of time just reading, 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 reading. And you realize the more books you read, like your book is different because it's more of a personal story, but usually these self-help books that you read, they guide you to make better decisions, but they don't quite know who you are specifically and the situation that you are in currently. So the book that I'm writing now, or the book that I wrote now, isn't a self-help book. It's like going against self-help books. It's like a rebellion against self-help books. So it basically says, fuck self-help books. You're okay where you are. Enjoy the journey. Embrace the journey. We're all going through this together. We all have situations that we're dealing with, and look at it from this perspective. X, Y, and Z went through this. X, Y, and Z went through this. I went through this. We're in this together. So it's like making someone feel a bit more comfortable where they are right now without that pressure that you have to do something in a certain way. And if you don't do it in a certain way, your life is going to fall apart. So it's basically against self-help books.
Okay, cool. So it's like the society or the social people, the professionals, they have like their system, how they think, like templates, how the world should work. And I've discovered that that crap doesn't work for me because I'm so like not like others. So I get what you're saying, that you to fix yourself, or not fix, but to like for me it's more like being content in the world. To be more content, I need to kind of go my own journey, follow my way, and then I will find my way. And I think everybody can find a way. I'm not a religious guy, but there's a thing in the Quran. It says, the world is made with many paths and wide and all that, and for everybody to find their own way. So I prefer that. So I kind of get where you're coming from, because my first book was similar in the sense I was lost also. So I wrote the first one because I thought I was a happy kid. So I wanted to see what I did as a kid that made me happy. So to write about it, was kind of jump back into that time. And then I found out that that helped me better. So just before I forget, I need to ask you that question that I asked you to read. Like for me, a very big thing in my life. Some Cape Town people don't like this about me. I know this, and I'm very not female popular, but I think we should keep fit. Humans should be fit. I don't really.
I'm busy speaking about my book.
Okay, so
Mouth, mouth.
that's okay. I'm kind of like in a way so bad that I don't really even I won't say I don't respect fat people, but I feel like if you're a fat person, you don't take care of yourself, you don't respect yourself, how can you then respect someone else? So I very seldom meet people from my group like you, females that do any fitness. So I'm curious, what made you start your fitness journey? You're a personal trainer. What made you want to do this? What was your Like, how did you get into that? Because that's like you're a scarce person. You're like special, in my opinion.
To be honest with you, I've been through a lot in life. Like I've been through the most. Personally, I have been through. I went to a mental asylum. Because I basically got schizophrenia, bipolar mania, borderline personality disorder. So I basically got diagnosed with a lot of medical mental health conditions. And when to go down that rabbit hole, you basically look at life from a different perspective. And not only do you realize that life is short, like really, really short, and it's important to live what you have right now. Going through all of that emotional roller coaster, I just wanted something a bit lighter because what I've been through was quite traumatic, and I would share that story later on. But right now, I just wanted something a little bit more lighter, a bit more funnier, a bit more of a dark humor, a bit more something that more people can relate to, because like something that I can relate to as well, and not taking it so personally, because yes, it was quite a lot for anyone to endure. Because, like, literally, I don't think anybody has gone through something as hectic. But yeah, so I just wanted, so obviously, going through psychosis and schizophrenia, you look at the world from different perspectives, and it's not you, it's your brain chemistry, and you basically lose a sense of yourself and a sense of reality. And when I wrote this book, it felt like a big part of my subconscious mind, like things that I always thought about, but never had the courage to say. And then I decided, you know what? If I'm not going to do this now, then there would probably never be a chance for me to do it anyway. And if I'm feeling like this, surely there's other people feeling like this as well. So I think, of course, going through that mental breakdown allowed me to be a bit more authentic and a bit more rebellious because um, it took a lot for anybody to go through something so dramatic and still come out stronger and with wit and with humor as well. So yeah, so I that's basically what motivated me to write this book.
Yeah, but I think maybe there was a sound issue. But I was asking what motivated you to be a personal trainer and to keep fit.
Oh,
Yes.
oh, oh, to be a personal trainer. Oh,
And
wow, that was
why,
many years ago.
but why did you
No,
start that when
so
you were young to get
sorry,
fit?
the the reason why I didn't hear you earlier is
I
because you
know
were
that.
breaking out. So
Yeah, I
so
know.
I
I
just
figured that.
assumed,
I figured that.
yeah.
No problem. But now you got
Sorry.
it. It's okay.
And then I just got emotional because
Yeah.
we jumped onto step two already.
That's no problem.
Okay, so what motivated me to be a personal trainer? So I looked around me. My family is like very unfit and very unhealthy, and I realized like, look, I need to make a change within myself, and if I'm not going to make this change, nobody's going to make this change. So
But what made
family's
you
got
so?
diabetes,
But
overweight,
yeah,
etc.
what made you want to make the change? When you saw all your family with diabetes and all that, you said you don't want to be like that. Is that it?
Hey.
Oh shit, the sound is so bad. Okay, I'm just curious, what made you want to make the change? Like, is it because your family was so unfit and unhealthy? Is that the reason? And you did it on your own? Oh,
That's what motivated me initially, like looking around, and then I decided, okay, let me get into something that is more where I can help more people, like achieve their goals. And then through that, like I decided to get into health and wellness as a personal trainer, moved to Johannesburg, been amazing. And yeah, so that's basically one of the main reasons why I decided to like become a personal trainer. But I didn't expect it to last 11 years and actually become a very good personal trainer as well. So it took me like it started off as like something simple. I saw that the change needed to happen. The change had to come from me, and then I prospered in that industry.
so I was just curious, like, before you went into your fitness, did you not want to do like some studies or anything like that? And when you started to do your fitness and your training, did you just notice that this is okay, and so now you'll just continue with that?
I got really passionate about it. Like it became my whole identity, and it became everything that um, I thought I was, and I lived that life fully, completely. Like it's my whole identity, and I'm only slowly shifting out of that identity now. And I think it comes with maturity as well, and of course, experience as well, like life experience. But yeah, I didn't want to study anything else. Personal training was what I wanted to study. And I studied that. And yeah, I'm actually moving to Saudi next soon to be a personal trainer on that side as well. There's a Project 30 happening, so I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, it's been a good journey. It's been my journey, and it's not something that I would stop anytime soon. It's something that I really love. Ideally, I'd love to do more workshops and like maybe have a holistic, because I do quantum machine as well, and like I'd like to do a more holistic approach to things. So like maybe have like group sessions, etc. Because there's quite a bit of that here in Cape Town. So that's like long-term plan. But as in a personal trainer, I think it's really cool. I think it's essential. I think it's beneficial. I think it's a necessity. Not really, but to a degree, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, so in some way, I also do like I don't even know I'm a martial arts coach, and so part of the training like BJJ and MMA is to be in shape and mobile. So I get that. I think every human should be like be able to
100%.
move. You should
And
be able to move. It's
you
better for you. I just enjoy that
and I
stuff. This is
think
my
and I
passion. Yeah,
and you
sorry.
even mentioned about your daughters as well. Your daughters are also quite active as well. And I mean that's quite something considering our community that we live in. Look, it's been there's been a massive change now. I think everybody has jumped onto the bandwagon. There's a massive trend regarding fitness, and everybody's becoming a bit more conscious right now. But the fact that you have your kids at really young ages do
Yeah.
exercising and doing Brazilian jiu-jitsu, I think that is fantastic. I think that is very motivational.
Yeah, but if I think about myself, I mean, I know I'm not socially good, so and I grew up in Cape Town until 24, but then I left Cape Town. But I was never really connected to Cape Town culture, so I was kind of a loner, and
Yes.
I just dislike the fact that my people didn't know exercise. And when I walk around in Cape Town now, I still see it everywhere. And this is like one of the things that makes me very sad when I walk around in Cape Town. Like everybody's so out of shape. It's weird, and I also became like depressed and ate a lot. But I'm getting back in. I'm okay. I mean, I'm 56 soon. I think most people that
You look good.
don't be, most people don't think that. I know I always think I'm younger, but like for me in my family, it was my daughters. When you read that article, like it was important. I needed my daughters not to be like my people. Yo, I think people will lynch me for saying that, yeah, but whatever. I think it's unhealthy for your body. So my kids, I put a lot of effort in it, and now they're alone, most two of them, and they continue. They do it. They look in shape. They don't. So that is good. So that's why I like also you that you. When did you have like a resistance in your family when you went into this, or how was it for you?
Honestly, it wasn't the easiest journey because it came across as like I'm thinking that I'm better than them, but I wasn't. I was just generally like a lot fitter and a lot more active and a lot more content with myself. But I think that also comes with a certain level of fitness as well. Like you look good, you feel good, and you can see the difference. That being said, a lot of my family members then took up exercise as well, and they are currently exercising at the moment. So it became more like now it's more like, did you train? Let's go train together, etc.
At what age did you start your fitness journey? When did this happen?
18.
Are you? And so until 18, you were just like everyone else in your family, not doing anything. Is that correct?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yo, that must have been like, and if you think like I started, okay, I was always playing in the 70s. I grew up in the 70s. Can you hear me? And in the 70s, people played outside a lot. So we were naturally a little fitter than than the kids now. But
Yes.
I was also very not doing any, we grew up in a party, we don't have access to information. And I think if you look in countries that have information, people are healthier and more in shape because we know that if you fat, you sick, you're killing your heart, you're making everything not work properly. So we just don't have that information. So even with me at 15, I couldn't do 5 push-ups, but at 15 I realized I can't do push-ups, and that's when I started going crazy. And since then I never stopped. So that was 1985, and I just enjoy this. But my wife says that I'm autistic, and ADHD, so I get dopamine when I movement, and I need to move a lot. So for me, I get a lot of pleasure out of training. I get like I mean, I feel good when I'm doing something. So if I'm feeling down, the longer I do nothing, the worse I feel. So, but when I train and exercise, it really rewards me a lot. So I don't know, is it the same with you? Do you also have that reward when you're training? Like you feel rewarded, your body's rewarding itself?
Sorry?
I'm gonna type that question to you. Okay? Okay. Yo, that sound is shit. Wait. Let me say that.
The sound is so shit
The
today.
sound is shit. Sound is annoying. But I can hear you and I can hear. So when you
It's like
play.
I'm trying to listen to you, but the sound is so shit. So I get parts of what you're
Oh
saying, and then
God,
I
oh
lose you, then
God.
I get you, then I lose
Oh
you, then I
God, oh
get
God,
you.
God. I just want to know. I'm going to type this to you, okay?
And absolutely phenomenal. At one point, I squatted 120 kgs. I am at the moment not able to train as much as I could because of my mental health. Because as soon as I push myself too much, then I go into psychosis. So I have to be a bit wary right now. But at my peak, I squatted 120 kgs, had rock hard abs, and I felt amazing. And I pushed myself to its limits, squatted 100 and deadlift 120s as well. So I really pushed myself past the average person. And but then I also had the realization that you know what, there's more to just exercise. Like there's also the spiritual aspect as well. So it's a mind, body, and soul. So my body was covered, but then my mind wasn't, and my soul wasn't. I was still searching for something more, like searching for meaning. Now that I've accomplished my sole purpose and my mind, I'm still working on, I need to get back into my physical health as well. So I've got the foundation as to what I can and can't do and what I should do. I've got the foundation, I've studied, so I know what to do. So now I'm just focusing on my mental health at the moment. So that's where I am right now currently. So the book really helped me because it really helps me with my mental health. So whenever I write, I feel so amazing. I feel so good. It literally allows me to breathe and just be. So the fact that I'm able to express myself, I love that. So that's definitely focusing on my mental health. My sole purpose, I definitely did a lot of internal work as well, shadow work, kundalini work, lots of yoga, and then I went through the soul searching as to whatever happened to me with my past trauma, and I literally went in and I went into everything and I basically confronted every shadow side that I had. So my soul aspect is content. My mental is what I'm busy with at the moment. So I've also reached my peak with physical. So right now, my goal isn't to be the strongest right now or to be the fittest right now. It's just to maintain, to live a healthy life. So I'm not trying to be better than anyone or I've never ever tried to be better than anyone. I always just try to be best for myself. But my main goal right now is my mental health. So with the book specifically, I feel like the book helps me with my mental health. It gives me a little like comfort knowing that, you know what, everything is okay, there is no pressure, like we all on our own journeys, and we will get to where we need to get to when the time is right, but also enjoy the journey and laugh at the absurdity as well.
Can I ask one thing? Can you give one example? Like, because to me, I need specifics. I get confused when you mean by your soul journey. Can you give like one thing about your soul that you thought wasn't okay, and then what did you do, to make that one thing okay? Like, and what do you mean by
Okay, so
soul?
I had everything, right? Like I had everything. Like if you look from the outside inside and you look at the outside inside, oh, she's so good looking, she's training so hard, she's got a good relationship, she's got finances, everything looks really good from the outside, but deep down in my soul, like it was restless. Like something inside my soul said I needed more. I wanted more, I needed more. It wasn't financial, it wasn't relationship, it was something deeper, it was something much 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 deeper, and it wasn't just trauma related, it was something deeper, like deep within myself, like I wanted something more for myself. And
But
that
how do
was the
you?
journey that I went on. I just
But how do you mean?
searched
Sorry.
as much as I possibly could.
Yeah, but I still a bit confused. Now you're gonna understand Mr. Autistic's brain here is I get confused. Like I need extreme detail. Like I still don't know
No, it's
more.
just
Like I can give
remember
you I
remember it's a personal journey.
yeah,
Like actually I
I
really
don't
loved your book. One of your books, like I was reading at it and I was like thinking, fuck, you think actually it's similar to me. And that's how I started questioning myself. Maybe I'm fucking autistic because like the way
yeah.
you put the words, like it's so catching. Like you are, I think the question was, are humans aliens? I was like, what the fuck? Like you literally breaking the narrative and you're
Yes.
questioning,
So
and I had all of these questions inside my soul, and I needed to go and figure this
okay.
shit out. That is such a deep question, right? And I think I've also come to the conclusion that life is a journey, right? So I wouldn't say like writing. I feel really great writing. I feel like a part of my soul is being unleashed. Like I feel like I'm comfortable, like I'm reaching a part of my soul that needs to be addressed. Like you learn, and then eventually the student becomes the teacher. So I'm in that position where I want to be more of a teacher. And I wouldn't say that there's one thing specifically that makes me my soul complete, but I would say that going into the mental asylum and going through the psychosis, because I went through a journey, I got an opportunity to see life and see things that no human being could ever possibly see in their whole entire lives. And I got to feel it, I got to see it. And now I'm like, I feel like God chose me, and God is like, you know what? You're asking too many fucking questions. Well, Allah said, because they always say, don't ask too many questions. So I went and I asked all these questions, and I
No,
got my
I
I saw my fucking
yeah,
ass.
yes.
And then I was so happy because like I saw, like I don't know, like almost the unseen almost. And then like we had conversations and etc. So it became quite ex out of the ordinary, and I loved it because like I felt challenged on a human level. So that's something that I wanted, and that is something that I got personally. So it's more about the dark night of the soul. Your like I just had so many questions, and I just needed all my questions to be answered, and that's what I got. So it doesn't really sound like I've got one answer to give you right now, or that I
No.
actually know, because
Yes.
I don't. And I think that's
Yes.
the
Yeah. No, no, I
I think
didn't.
I don't
Mhm.
know.
Yes.
And I think that's the
Mhm.
beauty in it. The fact that you don't
Yeah, of
actually
course.
fucking know. But I
But
feel a lot more content within myself
okay.
knowing the amount that I do know.
Okay, cool, cool. No, you don't need to give me the answer. I was just needed an example to understand where you coming from because I have big problems understanding what people are thinking and feeling. So I need quite a lot of specific details to understand. So now I understand.
Yes.
So that's okay. So that's cool. You don't need to give me a solution. But what I'm saying just before we end is that you like a advert for like a movie, you know. Can you hear me? I think this is a funny thing I'm gonna say. Like when you say, oh, you experience this and this, but you don't say everything yet. So it's like you kind of baiting me, and I want to know the details, but you're not showing the details yet. So I'm like, maybe next time, then you can tell us more of the details. That would be fun, because now you're just hitting me with all these trailers. It's just like, shit, I want to know more about like the stuff you experienced, this crazy stuff that you went through. Because I like that. It's kind of different. I like to know the detail, the weird, wacko stuff, like specifics. And now you just gave us a whole lot of adverts for it, and maybe next time you can give more of that real stuff, so we can, you don't need to be personal, but just
Yeah,
just
but a
like,
bit more personal.
no,
Yeah,
not
the reason
personal.
why I'm not getting personal is because, like, to be honest with you, it doesn't sound real. It
Yes, but
genuinely
that's
doesn't sound
that's
real.
fine. It doesn't matter. It's real to you, and that's what I think. I have a student. Okay, he says anything is possible anywhere. So, and what's real? Real? We don't know what's real. But if you experience it, that's fucking real. That's real to you, and that's fine. And I like to know the different stuff people experience, even if it sounds weird and crazy. You also said you're schizophrenic, so you have a different inner world, which is interesting and which I want to hear about. Like, not just the trailers, I want to hear the stuff, because otherwise, like, fuck. I mean, I'm just like seeing an advert. You get that?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't
No,
know what.
definitely we'll chat again.
Yes,
We'll chat today again. Shukran so much. Just lovely
yes.
chatting to you.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, salam.